This is a story about three full-figured women in show business. Leah Maylene Phillips, Nikki Cassari, and Allison Prasad will share their experiences with us. Nikki is experienced in TV and film, but her primary niche is musical theater.
I'm a lyric soprano, and when it comes to acting, on film I would say I'm a young mom. And I would also say I'm kind of studious, lawyer style. And what else for film? I think I'm done. Yeah, I like the beginning of it. In terms of being like a full-figured person in theater and film, theater it's more acceptable. Film, I'm bigger than all the girls on film sets, which is pretty crazy. All the girls around me are thin. I worked on Pan Am, which takes place in the 60s. So yeah, most of the girls were more curvy. But it's like you're surrounded in a career where film and TV, these girls are super, super thin. And if they're not, they have to make themselves thin. That saddens me because a lot of people, I think, do develop eating disorders or whatnot just to work.
Allison has been modeling and acting for 9 years. She says when on set for film, TV, or commercials, there isn't room for full-figured women.
We're not all 5'9" and a size 0. And if you think about the weight of what that has to be for that young lady is not healthy for her. The entertainment world is pushing for the women to say, hey, you have to remain in a adolescent figure.
Most recent data from National Center for Health Statistics says the average weight for a woman is 163 pounds. Leah Maylene Phillips holds Rockaware.com's Model of the Year title for 2008. Leah emphasizes mistreatment she undergoes as a full-figured model. She also brings to light a misconception about full-figured women's shapes.
I was always pinched up and clipped in the back. A lot of women who are full-figured really just have wide hips. We're really small up top, so that's why all the clothes don't fit right. And we're having to get things special and custom made because this notion behind if you're big, that means you're big up here and big down here. And that's not the case at all.
Professor Eugene Haynes teaches film and media arts at Temple University. He holds a Rogue Pictures October Films Incorporated Director for Development position from the 90s. His focus there, hiring specific roles for full-figured women.
I think within comedy, you're able to do certain things that you would not necessarily be able to do in just your straight love story or the full romantic thing. Although they're showing a different side of the full-figured woman being somewhat central, it's made comedic.
I understand for the fashion industry, they're supposed to be like a hanger. You want to see the clothes like they're hanging off of a hanger. I'm not a hanger. You know, I don't look like a hanger. I'll never look like a hanger. You know, my genetics say I'm Italian, so I have curves. For me, that's been a struggle with my modeling. But real women, they don't look like models. They don't. They may be absolutely beautiful, but they don't necessarily look like a hanger.
I was hired for a Harris Casino commercial. And they knew my measurements, and they said because I was too voluptuous, they didn't know if they can put me in this particular part.
There is this widening gap of acceptability of women who are not the size 2, but that are not the size 20, that are trying on both ends of this, the weight spectrum. It's the anorexic trying to gain weight. It's the overweight lady then trying to be more like the anorexic.
Full-figured models actually have varied body types, but it just means that you're bigger than a size 8. Doesn't mean that everyone over a size 8 is a size 22. And the range in between is for us to be real women, and so I would like to see that showcased more. What happened to the average regular woman walking down the street who's not a 20 and who's not a 2? You know, where do we exist?
As Professor Haynes indicated, show business craves a variety of looks in its movie productions. He believed there are more potential roles for full-figured actresses and performers in light comedy than in traditional romances. Nikki, Allison, and Leah have shown us a wonderful variety in the beauty of full-figured women's bodies and faces. Show business currently disrespects full-figured women. They refuse to cast full-figured women in lead roles. They Photoshop full-figured bodies to make them look slender. They make talented women in the average size range feel they're unfit or unhealthy. A solution clearly exists. Show business can use a wide variety of full-figured women in light comedy and romantic roles. This solution provides the visual diversity of full-figured female beauty, with access to an amazing underutilized supply of performers. Josh Wilgruber, Broadcast News Documentary.